Hey guys, welcome back to another flow. We are going to do a power vinyasa practice today. So lots of heat, lots of fire, lots of strength, pretty fast paced. We're going to do a quicker flow. So we're going to be moving and grooving through pose after pose, connected to that breath, landing anywhere in each shape from 1, 2, 3 breaths. The first half of this power vinyasa is going to be focused on the upper body and core strength. The second half is going to be focused on lower body strength and core control and stability. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. Let's meet in a child's pose when you're ready. If you ever need more time to ground in, feel free to pause the video, take as much time as you need to get settled, to ground in, and then start it back up when you're ready to flow. We're gonna be here for a few cycles of breath to get started. So big toes together, knees wide, slide the arms out long, melt the forehead down. And we are just going to start with some deep inhales and deep exhales through the nose. Option to just keep the deep inhales and exhales through the nose, or to find ujjayi breath. So that slight constriction in the back of the throat, moving the exhale down the back of the throat. That slow oceanic type breathing. Again, that little constriction in the back of the throat, take it or leave it for ujjayi. This breath can really allow you to come into your inner world and really grounds you in. Option to take if it's in your practice, or again, just deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Landing here for our first several cycles of breath. Checking in with yourself. How do we feel right now? How does the body feel? Is there any areas of tightness or restriction? Any areas that maybe feel really good and open, and maybe we have space to move even further into throughout our practice? Any spaces we need to give a little extra love and attention to? Where's the heart space at? Where are we at right now? How can we be a little bit more compassionate with ourselves? How can we approach this practice, each pose we land into, our breath, with loving kindness? And ultimately, where can we give ourselves a little bit more space and grace in this moment? Where's the mind at? Do we have ease in the mind? Do we have a lot of mental chatter happening? And whatever the answer to all of these questions are, as we check in with self, with body, with breath, allow ourselves to give ourselves what we need during this practice, even if we hang out in child's pose the entire practice. Let this practice be a blueprint for options that you can move into, but ultimately the movement, the shapes are not the goal of this practice. The goal is really to create presence, to get out of your mind and into your body, and learn just a little bit more about yourself today. Last breath here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. From here, starting to find movement, grounding down through all 10 knuckle pads, all 10 finger pads. And our next inhale, we round out the spine bone by bone, making our way to our tabletop, big toes together, knees still wide. Exhale, arch the spine, sink it back in the hips. Inhale, round out. Exhale, arch back. Gonna go for 3 more here in your own pace and timing. Inhale, round out. Exhale, arch back. Inhale, round out. Exhale, arch back. Inhale, round out. Exhale, arch it back, getting that spine nice and lengthened and mobile. Next, inhale shoots us right back up through center, wrists under shoulders, tuck the toes and the knees underneath the hips. As we inhale here, chest lifts, arch the spine. Exhale, press it through the shoulders, round out through the spine, couple of cycles of cat-cow. Inhale here, chest lifts, we arch. Exhale, we round out. Inhale, chest lifts, we arch. Exhale, we round out. Spicing it up pretty quickly here for our shorter practice. Knees come to a hover. Few more cycles of cat-cow. In fact, we're gonna be here for 3. So inhale, chest lifts, we arch with the knees hovered. Exhale, we round. Option to drop knees, of course. Inhale, we arch. Exhale, we round. One more. Inhale, we arch. Exhale, we round. From here, flat back, neutral spine, knees still hovered. Exhale. Next, inhale, legs straighten, elbows pulled down, arriving in our dolphin already. Inhale here. Exhale, pressing out through the shoulders, creating space for the head and neck, not just dumping the weight into the shoulders. Inhale here, we're gonna take a little flow here. As we exhale, straighten arms, bend knees to a hover, bear stance, hover. Exhale, dolphin. 4 more. Inhale, hover knees. Exhale, press it back, dolphin. Inhale, hover knees. Exhale, press it back, dolphin. Inhale, hover knees. Exhale, press it back, dolphin. Last time here, I believe this is 5. I slightly lost count. Inhale, hover. Exhale, dolphin. Take an extra breath here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Either staying here for the next several cycles of breath or taking 5 dolphin push-ups. For 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're gonna snake the spine over to your high plank. Take a breath, exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, press it back in the shoulders, downward facing dog. We land into, coming into a few petals, a shake or nod of the head, finding some organic movement that feels good as we arrive in our first down dog of practice. Inhaling and exhaling. From here, next inhale, sweeping the right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip. Take a few hip circles here, a few moving one way, and a few moving back the other way. Re-straighten the legs, square the hips, point the toe. Inhale here. Exhale guides us to our 3 stance plank. Inhale, elbows drop, right heel pulls high, 3 stance dolphin. Exhale, 3 stance high plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna take that same sequence 2 more times. Inhale, shoot forward, 3 stance plank. Exhale, elbows drop, dolphin, 3 stance. Inhale, arms straighten, 3 stance plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, 3 stance plank. Exhale, elbows drop, dolphin. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right toes drop. We're gonna do that same thing, opposite left side. Inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip. A few hip circles here, both directions. Swap it out. From here, an itch on my nose, so sorry. Straighten out through the left leg, point the toe, square the hips. Exhale, 3 stance plank. Inhale, dolphin. Exhale, plank. Inhale, down dog, 2 more. Inhale, plank, 3 stance. Exhale, elbows drop, dolphin. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing, 1 more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dolphin. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left toes drop. We land back in our downward facing. Inhale here, 1 more sequence for upper body, and we start to almost arrive in our main sequence. Inhale, snake the spine over to your high plank. Exhale, bend the knees to a hover. We've been here before. This time, knees stay to a hover. We drop 1 elbow, drop the other elbow, and then back up. Palm, palm, downward facing dog. 2 more here. Snake the spine over high plank. Inhale. Exhale, knees to a hover. Elbow drop, palm up, downward facing. 1 more. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, knees to a hover. Inhale, elbow, elbow. Exhale, palm, palm. Inhale, downward facing. 3 rounds of sun cell A. Inhale, shift the gaze towards the front of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees. Step, jump, hop. Up to those fingertips. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up through standing. Right back down. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, place the palms down. Step or hop back to your high plank. Your Vinyasa, upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, fly it back. Downward facing. 2 more rounds we go before our main sequence through lower body. Inhale, shift the gaze towards the front of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, step, jump, hop, up to those fingertips. Inhale, we lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, right back down, hands through heart center. Swan dive, forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to your high plank, moving through your Vinyasa. 1 more, sun A, all at your own timing and pace. As always, it's okay if it's different than mine, honor you. Inhale, shift the gaze towards the front of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, step, jump, hop, up to those fingertips. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Fingertips can always meet the floor, the feet, or the shins, or a block. Flat back, tailbone reaches back, creating space. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way up through standing. Exhale, hands through heart center, swan dive right back down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, place the palms down, step or hop back to your high plank, moving through your Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, tuck to the toes, fly it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Next inhale, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in, step that right foot through, spin the back heel flat, toes pointing to the outer left edge of the mat, front knee stacks over front ankle, warrior 1. Hips squared off to the front of your mat. Inhale here, exhale, arms sweep back, airplane mode. Airplane arms, airplane mode, I'm thinking of my phone. Airplane arms, and upper body cascades forward, so we're closing off the angle from the front thigh to the chest, upper body. 2 more just like that. Inhale, upper body rises, arms sweep high, find your balance. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, airplane arms, upper body hinges forward to about a 45-degree angle from the front thigh and chest. Inhale, upper body reaches high. Exhale, open up the shoulders, expand through the shoulders and the hips, gentle external rotation. Reaching from fingertip to fingertip, front to back of the mat, warrior 2. Inhale here. Exhale, hands through heart center, swivel to the ball of the left foot, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, we extend forward. Full extension, warrior three. Point the back toes. Little micro bend through the right knee. Inhale here, big warrior sequence here. 1, 2, and 3 working through in our lower body sequence. As we exhale, land on the ball of the left foot, upper body sweeps high, cascade down. Frame the right foot, step it back, high plank, your vinyasa. Up dog, down dog, opposite side. Last time, last sequence, and we cool it down already. Inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. Step that left foot through. Spin the back heel flat. Upper body reaches high. Warrior one, hips squared off to the front of the mat. Right toes pointing towards any point on the right line edge of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, airplane arms. Chest hinges forward. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, airplane arms sweep back. Inhale, upper body reaches high. Exhale, airplane arms, hinge forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Gentle extension through the hip space, opening up that external rotation of the hips, through the shoulders, through the chest. We extend middle finger to middle finger, front and back of the mat. Front knee stays stacked over front ankle. Inhale here. Exhale, hands through heart center. Spin to the ball of the back right foot. Inhale here. Exhale, power off that ball of the right foot. Extend open, warrior three. Point through the right toes. Biceps by the ears, fingertips reaching long, little micro bend through that left knee to protect out through that joint space. Last breath. Next exhale, we reach back. Hands through heart center, crescent lunge. We drop all the way down, cascade down. Frame the left foot, step it back, high plank. Your final vinyasa. Up dog, down dog. Inhale here. Exhale. We drop down to knees. Take a little shift to the hips, side to side as we land back into all fours, tabletop. Coming back into breath. Back into body. We're gonna cool things down as quickly as we fired things up today. You did awesome. Quick, fiery, energizing power flow today. Again, half upper body, half lower body. Cooling things down. Few final shapes to meet. We're gonna keep the left palm planted. As we take our inhale, sweep the right arm high. Exhale, thread the right arm through. Drop the right shoulder, right side of the head down. Landing here for a few cycles of breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Keeping the toes tucked to stay nice and balanced. Next, inhale, we unravel. Right arm reaches high. Right back down, right palm plants. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Thread it through, left side of the head. This time plants. Left shoulder plants. Right arm staying bent. Toes staying tucked. A little spinal twist, shoulder opener. Inhale here. Exhale. Next, inhale, left arm reaches high, right back down. Take a step out of the palms, sink it back in the hips, narrow child's pose, knees hip distance apart. Toes tucked, arms extended, forehead can melt down, it doesn't have to. Hips sinking back towards the heels. Few breaths here. Settling back down, connecting back to your breath, back to your body, doing that little check-in that we did at the beginning of practice. Where is our physical body at? How are we doing? Maybe there's some areas that were tighter that now feel open. Areas that were already open now feel engaged, perhaps. No right or wrong answers. Maybe you feel exactly the same as you did at the beginning of practice. Maybe just a little extra sweaty, and that's okay. There's no right or wrong answers. We're just seeing where we're at. Where's our heart space at? Can we approach the end of practice with the same loving kindness as we did the beginning, and within all of our shapes we made in our asanas? Can we give ourselves the opportunity to be present for these next couple of moments, even though the physical asana posture practice is over? Where's our mind? As we start to slow things down, do we feel the mental chatter starting to come back in? Or do we feel some ease in the mind? Either way, can we bring our thoughts back into the breath and that connection to our breath in our body, the inhales and exhales through the nose. From here, next inhale, we're gonna round out the spine. Hips pull down and forward, chest lifts, tailbone tucks, engage the glutes, untuck the toes, elbows drop, cascading chest, forehead down, we land. From here, slowly winding things down, we're just gonna bring the palms out in front of us, resting the forehead down on the palms. Just gonna adjust my mic. Option to bend the knees and get a little reverse window wipe as we sway side to side. Option to come into a sleeper stretch by flexing the left foot, bringing the left knee up towards the left shoulder, inner edge of the foot, the shin, the knee, the thigh, bottom of the thigh, grounded to the floor, to the mat. A little bit of an opening through the adductor and the hip, or option to keep legs extended. Either way, final shapes we're gonna meet today. Closing off the eyes, feel free to grab a bolster, a cushion, a stack of towels to prop underneath the forehead if you'd like. Not going to be here for long. We're going to extend that left leg out long, swap it out. Right knee bends, reaching towards that right shoulder, flex the right foot so the inner edge of the foot comes flat on the mat. Left leg can stay extended. Left hip shifting down. Inhale here. Exhale, nice big opening through the adductor hip space on this right side, tractioning the knee and the inner edge of the foot into the floor to create that length in the adductor and the hip. Inhale, last breath. As we exhale, extend the right leg out long, and we are gonna land here for a final 5 deep cycles of breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling this time out the mouth. Let it go. Whatever it is for you in this moment. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Foreheads can stay grounded on the hands. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Release. Final breath of the day. Inhale, fill up, friends. Exhale to seal our practice today. I honor you so much for taking the time out of your day to move, to flow, to sweat, to breathe. I can't wait to move with you so soon. Namaste, friends. Namaste.